LTV News is back, and we're so excited about all the news we have to share with you today. From the great reviews of living in the Philadelphia suburbs, the events from LaSalle's Foreign Language Awareness Week, and how a certain pop star is making history. Hello, I'm Erin Holly.
And I'm Maria Johnson. Stay tuned to hear more about why Philadelphia students are staging walkouts and how a Kansas City vet clinic is using new ways to find homes for their animals. You don't want to miss this week's episode of LTV News, where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome back to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on in the next half hour, as Tori had the chance to talk with a student who made her own designer bags, and Donnie and Maddie had the opportunity to check out the LaSalle Greek Week dance competition.
The 10th annual Day of Giving was held at LaSalle and raised over $1 million. Day of Giving is a day where numerous students, alumni, faculty, and more provide donations to change the future of LaSalle for the better. Over 2,000 donations and gifts were received, which marks the second time in 2 years this has happened. Since the creation of the Day of Giving, it has resulted in over $5 million. Be on the lookout next year for LaSalle's Day of Giving if you or your friends want to help change the course of LaSalle's future.
LaSalle held its 13th annual charter dinner as the university celebrated its 160th anniversary. More than 300 people attended the event, which consisted of alumni, trustees, and other supporters of LaSalle. Every year at this dinner, they honor former brothers, lay people, and clergy who are rooted in LaSalle's history. This year, the dinner honored alumni and former trustee Bud Hansen. Hansen received the LaSallian Leadership Award and received his own LaSalle basketball jersey with his name on the back. Where here at LaSalle TV, we want to congratulate Bud Hansen on his accomplishment and everything he has done for LaSalle community.
LaSalle University celebrated Foreign Language Awareness Week with a series of events and presentations that showcase the diversity of cultures and languages around the world. On Monday, the efforts of Lin-Manuel Miranda to ensure that Disney's Encanto incorporated Colombian culture into the movie were highlighted. Tuesday featured a food fair where students had the opportunity to taste and create cuisines from around the world, followed by a presentation on the links between languages by Dr. Kling. Wednesday included Ukrainian egg decorating. On Thursday, Peace and Conflict Resolution students presented their papers, and Dr. Shomba discussed how Swahili helped unify Tanzania. The week culminated with a bilingual language opportunity festival in Heyman Lobby. The students who organized the event hope to increase language learning opportunities at LaSalle University and make it a beacon for higher education institutions across the country.
Did you miss the events that took place during the Foreign Language Awareness Week? Luckily, Donnie got to check it out, the Foreign Language Food Fair that took place on Tuesday.
Hi guys, today we're at the Foreign Language Awareness Week 2023 Food Fair. It's an event we hold annually in the Foreign Language Department to celebrate different languages which are spoken in our student body, but also to bring awareness to students about the value of learning a second language, but also to make it aware to the university that we do need more diversity in our language curriculum.
Hello, my name is Jada Urbaez. I'm a junior and I speak Spanish. Hola, hola, ¿qué pasa? Hablo español, soy de Puerto Rico.
My name is Kashish Patel and I'm a sophomore at LaSalle University and my major is Finance and International Business. હું ગુજરાત ઇન્ડિયામાંથી છું અને હું ગુજરાતી બોલું છું.
My name is Danielle O'Brien. I'm a junior at LaSalle University. I'm the president of the Foreign Language Club here at LaSalle, and I speak Spanish and Mandarin, so 我是水生.
So we have desserts, drinks, and entrees. Personally, I'm serving piña colada, which is a little drink from Puerto Rico. It's basically a pineapple and coconut mixture. It's icy, usually served with rum, but you could also have it without alcohol, which is what we're serving here, and it's really good.
Today I'm serving mango lassi, which is the sweet mango yogurt drink. It's pretty much like a standard drink that you get with like every restaurant in India. So
My favorite food from Puerto Rico would probably be plátanos maduros. They're like sweet plantains. It's a very, very traditional and staple thing. It's a little like appetizer, and you should try it.
favorite food would probably be paneer and naan.
Last August, Shivanthi Anandan began her role as Provost and Vice President of Student Affairs at LaSalle University. Anandan says that she was drawn to the position because of the LaSallian mission and the university's traditions of providing a strong liberal arts education. In her role, she provides leadership to academic programs by overseeing curriculum, academic standards, and program creation. She also promotes faculty development, instructional and learning support, and student academic success, among other responsibilities. Anandan is the first woman of color to serve at the LaSalle University Provost. She points out that it illustrates to students that we are a welcoming place to all and one that will prepare us to do whatever we want in life.
Last week, the Greek community at LaSalle came together to celebrate the annual Greek Week by participating and competing in fun events throughout the week, ending in a dance competition. On Monday, sororities and fraternities painted banners that were judged by a panel of faculty. Next, on Tuesday, Greek Trivia Night was held in the Founders Atrium. Wednesday night, everyone represented their organization in the Greek Olympics in the Tom Gola Arena. Thursday night was spent doing a dress rehearsal for the big finale of the week on Friday night, the dance competition. Finally, the fun-filled weekend was wrapped up by Greeks and other students uniting at Explorathon on Saturday, April 1st, to raise money for the Be Positive Foundation. But back to the dance competition, each organization was assigned a decade and a band that they choreographed a 6-minute dance in costume and performed it on stage in the Dan Rodden Theater.
After 6 days of activities, the overall winners of the week were sorority Gamma Phi Beta and fraternity Sigma Phi Lambda. For the Friday dance competition, students filled the Dan Rodden Theater, excited to watch their classmates sing and dance. Like Maria said, each group performed a 6-minute dance as a famous band from throughout the decades. Of the 8 groups, students performed as bands such as Pink Floyd, Maroon 5, Queen, the Cheetah Girls, the Black Eyed Peas, and the Backstreet Boys. The first in-person Greek week since the pandemic has come to an end, but I think we can all say that we can't wait for next year. So our first in-person Greek week since COVID.
It was awesome. I had so much fun doing it. As everybody just saw me and Erin on screen a little bit for our dance.
Yeah, you might not recognize us in our alter egos, but we had mustaches on. We were just on the screen. Our sorority did Queen.
And Erin was our Greek goddess, so she was Freddie Mercury, which is really cool. You loved doing that, though. You were pretty happy with
I
it.
can definitely say that that was a great way to wrap up my experience in Greek life at LaSalle, finally having an in-person Greek week after having it be virtual for the past 2 years, and it got completely canceled my freshman year. So I think it was just a great way to bring not only the Greek community to get together, but like all students at LaSalle, because a lot of our friends aren't in Greek life came out to support us, and it was just a night filled with fun and laughs.
Yeah, even with Explorathon, then we raised a lot of money, and that was super fun too. It was cool to see everybody come together for a good cause. We raised, what was it, 19,000?
Yeah, 19,000 for the Be Positive Foundation. So, yeah, we worked all year to raise money for that, and it was so nice to just like see some of the families that are fundraising impacted. So, It's very wholesome.
Nice. Over 100 students walked out of the Science Leadership Academy at Bieber last Tuesday in protest of admission changes. The new special admission process has left incoming freshman class under-enrolled like never before, and students are fed up. Around midday, a large group of the demonstrators made their way to North Broad to district headquarters in order to send a message. Officials met the group at 440 North Broad. Michaela Ullin, an incoming freshman, stated, quote, "We are young minds to be cared for, or are we statistics to be ignored?" End quote. Thomas Hanna, assistant superintendent, met with the students to hear their concerns. He told them that the district will be reviewing the current selection process.
Take me out to the ball game, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks, and all of the other new foods at Citizens Bank Park. A new season for the Phillies is here, and along with it comes great modern food options for fans. Citizens Bank Park is introducing a vegan-based restaurant called Greens and Grains, a Mexican street popcorn concession stand, and Uncle Charlie's Steaks. This Philly cheesesteak hotspot was named after the 2008 World Series champion Charlie Manuel. All of these new food joints will open on April 6th, the home opener for the Fights. Be sure to secure tickets for a home game this season and enjoy it with a great meal from one of these brand new restaurants.
Jason Wingard has formally resigned from his role as Temple University president after serving only 2 years. Pressure had been building against Wingard for the past year as safety concerns for the students, faculty, and staff grew. Increased students' home invasions and the fatal carjacking of Temple grad Samuel Collington in 2021 are among some of the concerns. In addition to crime, Temple has faced financial trouble and falling enrollment during Wingard's tenure. Michael Morgan, chair of the Board of Trustees, stated, quote, "The next plan over the next week is to identify interim president leadership and then move forward with the search for a new president," end quote.
With that news, we're going to take a quick break, but stick around to hear the latest big news about Taylor Swift and the weekend, plus a big announcement from Pepsi. Fake dog.
When you miss an episode of Q&A, you get hungry. When you get hungry, you don't know what to eat. When you don't know what to eat, you get irritable. When you get irritable, you miss questions on your exam. Don't miss questions on your exam. Watch Q&A on LaSalle TV.
The Philadelphia suburb is considered for the best place to live in America for 4 straight years. This Chesterbrook suburb has been ranked the top place to live according to U.S. data company Niche. Montgomery County, Ardmore, and Penn Wayne ranked numbers 3 and 5 in the 2023 alone. Chester County's neighborhood, Devon, also jumped from outside of the top 100 last year to a number 9 this year. The top 100 list of the greatest places to live is published by a Pittsburgh-based Niche, who claims to connect people to their future schools, neighborhoods, and workplaces. The school qualities are high within the Chesterbrook suburb, as well as the low income rates, high job opportunities, housing trends, and local amenities in town, cities, and neighborhoods across the country.
All right, ladies, do you ever wonder where your purse comes from and who makes it? To find out how local handbags are made, Tori sat down with the designer and creator, Destiny Brooks.
Hi guys, my name is Toy Walker, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing Destiny Brooks, who is a junior here at LaSalle University, who started her own unique handbag business. Hey Destiny, welcome to the show today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Definitely, my pleasure. So basically talk about like what inspired you to get into like, I see you have the bag right here. What inspired you to get into this business and to create your own handbags,
Sure. So at one point I was a shopaholic, to the point where I was actually running out of money. I sat on my bed and I was like, I want to come up with my own business, but I just didn't know what. During my time being a shopaholic, I actually used to shop for a lot of handbags. So I got up off my bed, I looked into my closet, I looked up, and there were bags. And I said, I'm going to make my own handbag.
I love that. I see you got the bag right here. It looks very nice.
Thank
So
you.
talk a little bit about it. What does it do? Show it off a little bit,
Sure.
Definitely.
So my brand name is La Folie. La Folie means madness in French, but I interpret it as the bag that will drive you mad.
I love that.
So let's talk about the bag. So this is the Royal Boo, Your Highness. I do have a black one called Power and a gray one called Cloud 9. But let's just focus on Your Highness. So this is actually made out of vegan leather material. So we also have right here where your water bottles go. It actually stretches out perfectly. On the other side, you can see that you actually have another pouch with a zipper. And let's talk about in the back. Right here, you have another pouch. Usually you can add like business cards or whatever that you would like. You have another pouch right here.
Oh, wow.
But do you like to go on vacation? Because I do.
Yeah, what?
So you unzipper that and this goes right through your
that.
suitcase.
Yeah. I
Thank
love
you.
that. So was there a challenging part into making like a bag like this? What was the challenging part of it?
So the challenging part of it was mainly trying to find a manufacturing company. It's only because like you don't know who to trust, and sometimes that they raise up the prices just for a prototype and everything. But then I did finally found the right manufacturing company, and we're like this.
Really? I love that.
Yes.
So how do you market the bag? How can people really, go out and get a bag like this? Like what are some of the, apps or anything like that, like you use or anything like that? It's 2023. A lot of people, everything's on social media. So do you kind of like, look out on social media to like, shop the bag at all,
So yeah, I do actually have a Shopify now posted up. I do have my Instagram that's now up. That's called lafolie.co.
Gotcha.
But I used to do door-to-door sales, and that's technically what I'm doing right now in school and outside with my family.
Gotcha, I feel that. So speaking of in school, so like, I know you're a junior. So how do you balance really, your schoolwork all while, trying to, put a success onto this handbag,
So basically, I always been like a girl who likes to plan things out. So school was always my first priority. So I always make sure that when I plan things out, my schoolwork comes first, and then the company comes last.
Definitely. So, what do you think sets your bag apart from other bags out there?
So because it's vegan leather and etc., may I also show what's inside?
Definitely, go ahead.
So inside of it, you unzipper this. So it's actually waterproof inside.
Okay.
You actually can put your laptop right here in the laptop holder. It's also very padded. Right here, you actually have 2 extra slots and actually 2 extra pen or pencil holders. And when you flip it over on the other side, it's a zipper that's actually right here. You can unzip for more storage. You also have 2 extra pouches like for your phone. Right here, you actually have a key fob, so your keys don't ever have to get lost in your bag. And on top of that, you actually get an additional bag inside of the bag.
For sure.
Another thing that also sets my bag apart is, let's say you didn't want straps for today. Well, you can easily just take them off.
Definitely. Perfect.
And you can now make it into a messenger bag. And it's very adjustable. And don't worry, you also won't get caught in your hair. But let's say if you wanted to be fashionable of going into work, I know sometimes I do. You actually have rings.
Oh, wow.
So the rings can actually attach right here in the front. And then from right there, you can just pick it up and look really cute.
I love that.
Anything that attaches to this bag actually attaches to the small bag.
Okay, perfect. So,
Yep.
what are your plans for the future with this handbag business? What do you think?
So
The plans is to hopefully that my handbag business actually grows. Eventually, I do want to start helping out like with other charities, like if I do make, you know, a certain amount of money and stuff like that.
Definitely. So lastly, talk about, where can people find you? Shout everything out. Talk about where can people find this bag at,
So they can find this bag. Once again, if they look on the Instagram, they can type in LAFOLIE.co, and then they can follow me. And right in that description, you can just click on, the bio. You can click on Shopify.
For sure, I love that, man. What? I love this bag for sure. So go out and get yourself one, right?
Yeah.
So, Destiny, thank you for coming on. It was my pleasure for sure. You have a free pass in here whenever you want.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you.
It was great having you on. Now back to the desk with Erin and KC.
One of Philadelphia's greatest landmarks will go dark for most of 2023. Boathouse Row shuts off lights for 8 months due to renovation. During this renovation, the existing light system will be upgraded and replaced. Philadelphia Parks and Recreation, along with Fairmount Park Conservancy, released a statement about the upcoming renovation. They say the lights will be shut off on March 20th to begin their $2.2 million project. The money is being provided by the Joanna McNeil Trust and the City of Philadelphia. The new system will mount lights to 15 historic buildings. Project managers say that the system will have durable boxes to protect them from the weather and wildlife damages.
The Weeknd has been declared the world's most popular musician by Guinness World Records. According to the latest statistics, with a staggering 111.4 million monthly listeners as of March 20th. The Weeknd's achievement has earned him 2 Guinness World Record titles, most monthly listeners on Spotify, and the first artist to reach 100 million listeners on their platform. Miley Cyrus is the next closest artist with 82.4 million monthly listeners, almost 30 million behind The Weeknd. Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd, is a Canadian artist who first gained public attention in 2011 through his YouTube channel, before releasing his first album in 2013.
Utah bans social media for underage users once the clock strikes 10:30 p.m. Utah has officially passed a law that requires social media companies to verify users' ages and obtain parental consent before kids can use apps like Instagram or TikTok. The law also bans anyone under the age of 18 from using social media apps between 10:30 p.m. and 6:30 a.m. The laws were created to be a part of a broader trend to set new standards about how the internet treats children. While a large majority of Americans agree that something has to be done about the false impression that the media sets on young children, some think that the new ban will cause a significant amount of problems. So what do you think about Utah's new law? Do you think Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is going to follow this kind of law?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think that much is going to come from it. I mean, what do you think about it?
I just think people might easily lie about their ages on the age verification part.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be too successful because kids or teenagers will find a way to use social media.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people find a way to do anything anymore. So with that, we're going to take one more break, but stick around to hear about how women's lifelong struggles to get her driver's license.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
I just missed the shuttle.
You never hit record!
I never hit record. I just got an F on my exam.
Is that you?
Do you sit around bored all day? Do you want to watch television shows where you can look at the people and be like, I can be that. That's me. Well, you should check out LaSalle TV. That rhymes. We got entertainment news at Backstage Pass. We got regular news at LTV News. We got sports news at Sports Talk and Sports Line. And for those of you who really want some fun stuff, Q&A. Because down at LaSalle TV, we got a full buffet.
Thanks, LaSalle TV.
Thanks, LaSalle TV.
Thanks, LaSalle TV. I still miss my shuttle.
Pepsi is changing their logo for the first time in 15 years. The Pepsi will roll out the new look in North America this fall and globally in 2024. The new design represents the brand's most enjoyable qualities and will span across all touch points. This includes packaging, fountain and cooler equipment, fashion, and dining. Pepsi has converted all 20-ounce bottles to 100% recycled PET. The new logo pays tribute to the brand's rich heritage and leap towards the future. Key design elements in the new logo include the Pepsi globe and world mark, an updated color palette, and a distinct silhouette, modern and custom tape base, and the signature Pepsi Pulse.
A South Korean woman managed to pass her driving test after taking it 961 times. She spent thousands of dollars on failed lessons and exams. The story originally made the headlines in 2010. The woman, named Cha Sa-soon, in her 80s, many people were fascinated by the perseverance of Cha. She wanted to learn how to drive and get her driver's license. She said transportation in her village in the mountains of Mont Sichan was frustrating. The only form of transportation in her place of living is a bus, and if you missed one bus, you'd have to wait 2 hours until the next bus came.
An animal shelter in Kansas City named Wayside WIFs have helped almost every cat in their viral TikTok video get adopted. They posted the video with the intention of showing off some of the cats they have up for adoption. In a video, a staff member holds a bowl of cats' descriptions and asks coworkers to recommend a cat. The video has hit 1.6 million views in all social media platforms, and all but 2 cats have been adopted. Wayside employees said, "We have comments from Brazil and the Philippines and the UK, all these amazing places. If you would like to adopt one of the last 2 cats, visit waysidewaifs.org.
World-famous pop singer Taylor Swift kicked off her iconic Eras Tour on March 17th in Glendale, Arizona. Her show had more than 69,000 people in the audience, which is more than the 2023 Super Bowl, which was also held at State Farm Stadium. Taylor Swift is now the record holder for most attended female concert in history. Swift surpassed the previous record holder, Madonna, who had 63,000 people attend one of her shows in 1987. Swift played 44 songs on her set list, which is double the typical amount of songs an artist plays live. The Eras Tour will continue in the U.S. over the next 4 months, and Swift will continue to break records in musical history. Well, that just about does it for this episode of LTV News, but be sure to find us on the web, as well as the rest of LaSalle TV on our Facebook page. We love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
If you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube on our LaSalle TV Philly page.
Until next episode, from Tori, Donnie, Maddie, Casey, and the entire crew, I'm Erin Holly. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.